I'm going to teach you how to pen 2 buyers in the next 2 weeks. It's Peter Chabris with Lockbox, where we provide lessons in leads, listings, and leadership for real estate agents. So the Fed gave us a gift last month, and that gift that they gave us was a pause in rate increases in July. You may recall we had 10 rate increases session after session when the Fed met, and they paused it in July. Over the past 18 months, we've had 10 rate increases. They paused in July. It's worth repeating again because this is a gift. We will not see those interest rates increase again until the end of July. On the 27th and the 28th, the Fed will meet again to consider whether or not they continue to raise the federal funds rate. Spoiler alert, they're going to raise them. And so we have 2 weeks before mortgage rates change and go up again. So here's the opportunity. Number one, rates have stayed the same for the last 4 weeks and for the next 2 weeks. Additionally, there is less competition in the market right now. Believe it or not, peak season is over. July 4th weekend kind of marks the end of peak season. And so there's actually less buyers in the market than there were 2 weeks ago. What does that mean? That means that there's an opportunity for us to sell more homes. And the way that we do that is by creating real urgency. And this is what it sounds like. Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, here's the deal. We have an opportunity in the market right now. Rates are not going to go up for the next 2 weeks, and there are less buyers competing. If we can get a home under contract, if we can go out and find a home right now, we'll have less competition and we can pay a lower interest rate for it. Here's the script that you want to use. Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, I'm going to find homes for 2 of my clients over the next 2 weeks before the Fed meets again and raises interest rates. Would you like to be one of those 2 clients that's going to find a home over the next 2 weeks? They're going to say yes, and then you say, great, let's meet to talk about what it's going to take to get you a home in the next 2 weeks. So what you're doing in that scenario is you're using the urgency of interest rates are going up in 2 weeks and the urgency around less buyer competition right now to create a window in time where a buyer can benefit from getting a home under contract. The script is, hey, I'm going to find houses for 2 of my buyers. Would you like to be one of those buyers? When they say yes, now you have the opportunity to sit back down with them and realign their expectations around what it's going to take to be successful in this market. You create urgency, you create a solution. Now you've created the space where they need to reevaluate where they need to compromise, either on their price, on what they're looking, their location, or the degree of finishes or state of repair in the property that they're going to buy. You've created a new environment where they can be receptive to revisiting their expectations. And that's how you're going to sell 2 houses in the next 2 weeks. Stick around because I'll see you in 1 week.